Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. When you are working for YouTube, it's not easy. You must have to upload every day. If not, you are going to be fined. So this is Christmas Day and I'm uploading today. Okay, and I want to pray that today's upload is going to give you so much joy, bring you so much joy and so much peace. So for that reason, I'm going to be making this gown. This gown is a very beautiful gown. I chose this particular gown. This gown has been sent since 2 weeks ago, but it's today I decided to work on it because it's very simple. And these are the gowns that when you wear it, put on a very beautiful turban, everything will be soft. So let's go right into this tutorial. I don't tell una before say ready to wear business. Now you dey go dey sew corset. When you want to go into ready to wear business, invest in styles that you sell every day. Invest in style that immediately you put it, people are ready to buy. And the funniest thing is that those styles are styles that don't give you trouble. With what I'm going to be doing now, it's going to shock you how many minutes it's going to take me to make this tutorial. So let's go right into it. Now, this is your client. This is the person that owns this clothes. Client we are making this gown for, right? The client is Ishevuka. So this is the client we are making this gown for. And this is our client's shoulder, right? And this is our hand going down this way. Okay? And this is our client's legs. Remember that the knee is somewhere around here. The knee is somewhere around here. And we want this gown to come down to the knee point. You are looking at the front. Did you see that it ended somewhere here? Okay. So from here to here is the width of our fabric. You can see that this gown does not have that. No that, no too much long, no half length, nothing. So the length of this gown is from here to here. That's from here to wherever you chose to be where the front. Some people still want it to come up. Some people still want it to go below the knee. There's no problem. Wherever you want it to end in front that you are seeing, that is the width of your fabric. Now I want to talk about the length of my fabric this way. Now for the length of my fabric, okay, for the length of my fabric, from here to here first is already certain. Do you understand? From here to here is already certain because from here to here is 16 inches. Okay? You can see that this gown, if you like, slant the shoulder. But if you don't like, leave it. But I always slant my shoulder, whatever I'm sewing. I always slant it. Now, we have ascertained from here to here, right? We have ascertained from here to here. We now want to know the length. Okay? So, from here to here, we've gotten. Now, from here to here, we have it, right? Now, there's something I want us to see. This is the length at which our gown for the width ended, right? Remember that it is the tip of this particular front that dropped to the side, that dropped to the floor that you are seeing. So we want that length from the knee to the floor, and from the knee to the floor. Okay, so from here to here we have, and we are going, remember that when it fell, when that style fell, it fell to the floor, right? So we are measuring from here to the floor, however we want ours. Some people don't want it that long, some people want it long. So we are measuring from here to the floor, and from here to here, I have 18 inches. That means this is 16 inches here, right? Plus 18 to this side, plus 18 to this side. That's what we have. Now, this length that you have now, when you get it, this length that you have now, when you get it, after making your clothes, remember, you watch what you have made and look at where you are going to trim. Some people will still have to trim this down end to make it look very pointed. So that is where causes the confusion, that when you look at it, you will now understand what happened. But this thing I explained to you now is exactly what happened. Now let me go ahead to still show you. When I show you, you now see how it is. Now I'm putting this fabric on fold, and if I put it on fold, that means I'm measuring from here to here, which is 8 inches. 8 inches plus 18 inches is how many? Is 26 inches. So the full length of the yards we are going to be using is 26 plus 20, because it's on fold this way. the full length is now going to be 18 plus 16 plus 18. Whatever you get here in yards, that is what you are buying from the market. So, but on coming back to the house, as I'm cutting, I'm going to place it on fold. When I place this particular whole length on fold, what I now have is 8 plus 18 inches. Is that not it? Which is 26 inches. So remember that I'm going to add my border line. Okay, so this is my border line right here. And then I will measure that 26 inches, which is somewhere around here. Okay, now if you look at the neckline of that gown, the neckline is a canoe gown, and a canoe, the neckline is a canoe neckline, and a boat neckline, but I don't know what you people call it, but me, I call it canoe neckline. So the wideness of the neck is 5 inches, that is 10 inches. 5 inches for the back is going to come down by 1 inch or 1.5, anyhow you want, but for the front, mine is going to be coming down by 3 inches. So measuring 5 I'm measuring 5 by 3 inches, and I have something like this. This marker, this marker is not. Do you see? And I'm measuring it. No, now that I have extended the length, let me just extend it. So I want to assume that from here to here is 26 inches that we measure. That is from here to here. Okay, so my from here to here is 26 inches, right? And we end it there. Now we've already said that for the length this way of the gown, is from here to here, and my from here to my knee length, I want to call it 36. So for this gown length is going to be, this gown for the front is going to be 36, which is somewhere around here, 36, and then I connect it. Now for the sleeve opening, this is the neckline bar, which is 5 inches. My shoulder line is 8 inches, which is somewhere around here. Okay, you can see the way it came down. So I can decide to, whatever length you want it yours to come down. If you want it to come down to this length, that is you. If you anyhow you want it, but you can see from what we are cutting, it came down by just 3 inches. Do you understand? By just 3 inches. So on this 8 inch of the shoulder, on this 8 inches, I'm adding 3 inches. Do you understand? So this is where my sleeve length is going to start from. So when I wear this gown and it drops, this is where the sleeve length is going to start from. So I will still cover it somewhere around here, and I will cut out. Do you understand? I will cut out. Remember, I said you have to slant your shoulder by, and I'm slanting mine by 2 inches. Okay, I'm slanting mine by 2 inches, and I cut out the neckline. So this style, this is exactly what it is. Do you understand? So I'm cutting for the back too, and for the back, I'm not coming back down by 3 inches. I'm coming down by 1 inch or 1.5 inch. And then when I open it up, this is what I have. Okay. Now, I have used a wrong fabric for this because I'm actually rushing. So I have used I just want to drop this tutorial today. So I've used the wrong fabric for this style. Now the style that you're going to use here is satin or duchess. Any soft satin, soft material, crepe. Please do not use a thick fabric. Mikado will not bring it out the way you want it. The mask might not bring it out the way you want it, but something like the Duchess satin crepe can bring it out. Poly might not really bring it out except you use the light one. So now, when you cut for the back, and I want to assume I have joined the back here, this is how your fabric is going to look like. It's not dropping the way it's supposed to drop. This is how your fabric is going to look like. Can you see? So under your armhole, you are going to join under. This is where your sleeve came out from. This is where your sleeve came out from, right? Maybe I should just make a mark so that you know. This is where your sleeve came out from. So this is your gown dropping this way. Join the two sides under and don't bother about it. It's not dropping here because I used the wrong fabric. If you use the correct fabric, you will not see this pointed edge. You will only see the front dropping this way, and this is your gown. That is all. I want to assume I have done justice to this tutorial because this style is not really that difficult. Okay, so this is my neckline and this is my gown falling. This is my leg coming out from here. I'm going to join the under. This is under the sleeve, right? Remember, this is under the sleeve. So this gown looks somehow like this. Okay, and that is basically all. Join the front and back. That is all. That is nothing past this one. Any other thing you want to do is either you want to trim this part to be very pointed, and that's what you use to confuse people. When you see this part dragging on this floor, you won't understand how it was cut. This is all that was done. The highest thing that you can as well want to do again, just to add beauty, is to cut it on bias. But placing this fabric to cut it on bias will will make you lose fabric. It will consume fabric. And I'm telling you, whether you cut it on flare, you cut it on bias, you cut it straight the way I cut it, you're still going to get exactly the same effect. Reason because the beauty of this gown is not in any other thing but on the draping that fell. So whatever you are doing, allow this drape to fall perfectly well and your gown is set. Just this front. So it's going to fall like this for the front and fall like this for the back. See you guys in my next video. That's just basically it. If you have any question, put it on the comment section. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. As a YouTuber, I'm working 24 hours. Make una hail me small. Thank you guys and see you in my next video.